Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Azim bin Abdul Halim. So today I want to present about my mobile apps. So my mobile apps is Urus Diri Travel Planner apps. So this Urus Diri Travel Planner apps offer user to create their itineraries, destination, add their notes, and also user can also can track their budget or expenses. User also can access map by not using an internet. So which means it is an offline access application. So for my travel planner apps, so it requires the user to log in first. So in the login interface, the user must need to enter their username and password. For example, if the username is Haikal, the password is 123. So it can log in because I don't create a new account for Haikal. So for the user that new in this Urus Diri Travel Planner apps, they must create new account first. For example, if I click the create new account button, and I must fill in the username and password. Example, Haikal, and the password is 123. Then we need to click the sign up. So I will show you the database. So for the database that I use in this login and sign up screen page, so I use Firebase database. So when I click that button of create new account, uh, when I click this sign up button, it will store the data into the Firebase database. So the name is Haikal and the password is 123. So next is back to the login page. So for example, I enter Haikal names. Haikal using Haikal, and the password is 123. Then we click the login. So for the menu page, there is a logo Urusdri Travel Planner. Next is it have a take picture button. Second is there is a clear button, which is you can clear your trip. And lastly is it also have a map navigation. So for the map navigation, it is offline. So when your user doesn't have an internet, so it can surfing this map. So it will help user if they don't have an internet. So next is I want to create the trip plan. So what I must to do is I must click this button of plus, and then it will show the add trip planning page. So for the add trip planning page, it have a back button, and it also have a display tree button, update button, and delete button. So for example, I must delete this first. So it has back button, display tree button, and update button, and also delete button. So user must enter their trip names. So for the trip name is I will enter holiday. The trip location is in Hawaii. So the start date is 22 July, and the end date I will create 23 July. So 1 day only. So the notes also, user can also add their notes. For example, I will enter this holiday with my friend and family. So when the user need to display their trip, user can click this button, display trip. So it will show this trip name, location name, date of start and date of end, and the notes. So for example, when I want to update, I want to update this trip location, which is Langkawi. So I will must so the user must click the update button so it can update the trip location. So the location name will change from Hawaii to the Langkawi. So for example, when user want to delete their trip name, user can click this button of delete. So for example, when I want to delete the trip name, I will click this. Then it will clear the trip. So in our travel planner apps also, user can check their expenses, which is they can click their expenses by add their item, the amount of the item, and the total amount of the item. So for example, when user click this button of the wallet button, it will go to the expenses screen. So in expenses screen, there also back button. There's also a category button. Also have a display button, edit button, delete button, and reset button. And also have a add amount button and show total button. So for the expenses page, user must enter their item name. So for example, the item that I want to buy is uh, for example, drink of good block. So the amount in RM is 15 gigs. So this coupler is type of food and drinks. So when the user click this display button, it will show the item name, the amount, and the category. And after this, user also must click this add amount button, which is it will sum up the amount of item names. So when I want to enter another item, so I must click this reset button and it will reset the item name and amount. So for example, I want to buy tickets. So the ticket is 30 ringgit. So the ticket of category is entertainment. So user must click this display button and it will display this, and user must also click this add amount button. So it will total up uh, the item before and now. For example, the item before is food and drink, which is cool block, RM 50 ringgit, and the ticket is RM 30 ringgit. So it will total up and show the amount in here in text box. So when the user already enter their item names, so user must click the show total, which is it will show the total of all the expenses. For example, I will click this show total, and it will show the total amount spent is RM45 ringgit. So when the user already uh, enter all the expenses, user can click this save all and go home. So this button will save the all trip and all item name of expenses, and it will show at the menu page. For example, if I click this save all and go home, it will go to the menu page and it will show the trip. So the trip is trip name holiday, location name Langkawi, and notes and the amount and the total amount of spend. So user also can take a picture. For example, so this is a picture of this is camera of emulator. For example, I click this camera and click this yes, and it will display uh, the picture of camera lah. So next is user also can clear the tree. For example, user can click this button and it will clear. It will say done clear story and your trip is not trip yet. So next is user also can check their maps. So this map not require an internet access. So user can easily access this map whether it has an internet access or not have an internet access. So that's all from me. Thank you.